Welcome back, friends. We are here with another Resilient Jenkins update. Honestly, there's not too much new to report. This family is still just a complete irresponsible dumpster fire, if I'm just being completely honest. These two adults in this household, do they not even know what like actual adulting is? I have never seen two grown ass adults with 5 dependents doing absolutely nothing every single day. It just absolutely blows my mind. I cannot understand their logic. And honestly, I'm probably pretty happy that I don't understand their logic. So the family, the Resilient Jenkins, the parents are Steph and Drew. They are still living in a 1-room hotel with 7 people in there. Stephanie, the mom, continues to show people the outside and like the surrounding areas of this hotel and publish it online, like as if people aren't going to figure out where they are. Like the way she does it seems so intentional. It is so weird. Why would you, with as big of a platform as you have, and especially with the magnifying glass that you know is on your family through social media, why the hell would you show the outside of these hotel complexes? Why would you show landmarks and trains driving by and different things that people from this area can easily pinpoint and know just right where you guys are? You have kids that you need to be keeping safe. This is not just about 2 adults that are choosing to do this. That would be one thing, whatever. You have 5 innocent children that you are showing their exact location to millions of people on the internet. Crazy. And then, you know, the whole debacle with that first hotel where she tried to say that people called and got them kicked out. The more research I did and the more time I had to think about it, I don't even think that that's true. I don't think people were calling and getting them kicked out. I think they got kicked out because they were legitimately taking down fire alarms and smoke alarms, and they were cooking food in there. And the hotel probably found out that they have way too many people, like double the amount of people in one hotel room that they're supposed to have, because it is legitimately a safety hazard for them and everyone else that is staying in that hotel. But after that, why would she continue purposely putting the outside of this hotel and the surrounding areas onto the internet? It's like she's asking for something to happen. It is so strange to me. Is it like a rage bait type situation where she's putting it out there so that she can receive 2,000 comments that say, why are you showing the outside of the hotel room? Like, there has to be, she cannot be this dumb. She just cannot be this dumb with her children's safety. I just don't get it. It is insane to me. Another thing is that she doesn't ever talk about filling out job applications. I mean, I am just going to assume that because neither one of them have a job still, and she's not talking about the job search, and she's not talking about how they're going to interviews and filling out job applications and all of this stuff, I can't imagine that any of that is actually happening. So you've got 2 adults that are living in a hotel room with 7 people in there, 5 of those being innocent children, and you 2 bums are literally doing absolutely nothing to get yourself out of this situation. And then you get mad that social media and creators like me and a bunch of other people are sitting here making money off of your content. If your content wasn't there, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. This is your choice, Stephanie. Nobody is making you do this. Nobody but you tried for 3 years to go viral. And the only thing that finally worked was to go viral by hate. Okay? By you showing people that you've got all of these kids cramped into this 1 bedroom at that time apartment when you guys had your apartment still. Knowing that more people than not were not going to be supportive of this and we're going to call you out on it, but you would do whatever it took to go viral. You said it yourself, girlfriend, and here you are. Here you are. So anybody who's making commentary on this has every right to do so. Just like family vloggers, these children are in danger. These children are put in compromising situations because of you. And you are explicitly doing absolutely nothing about it to help the situation for your children. So when you decide to share that on social media, yeah, people are going to say something about it. Remember that any creator chooses what they put out on the internet, okay? I do, and every other creator does. It just boggles my mind when these creators put things out on the internet that are definitely controversial, and then they get upset and offended and sad when people are disagreeing with them. If I put something controversial out on the internet, I'm going to be ready for people to have a differing opinion than me and for them to tell me. Every video that I put out, I have edited, just like Stephanie does. And I choose what I edit out and what I keep in there, just like she does. So at the end of her video, when she decided to show that train moving by in the outside of the hotel room, that was her choice. She chose to keep that in. That was not an accident. So a few days ago, she posted this sub-only video. She is making so much money, you guys, off of TikTok. It is actually insane. But she posted this sub-only video that showed that Drew was finally going to the doctor's office for his debilitating health concern that he has that she doesn't want to share with us. And that's fine. She doesn't have to share it with us. But I highly doubt it's something so debilitating that this man can't go get a job. We know that he can sit on his PS5 and play it from 9 to 5 every single day. So why can't he go get a call center job? He would be doing the same thing. Okay, so maybe he has some physical ailments or some disease or some health concerns or something that make it so he shouldn't be going to work construction or shouldn't be a plumber or an HVAC guy or shouldn't be, a mover, like moving people, or whatever. There are so many jobs, though, that he could get that are entry-level positions that do not require physical work for 8 hours a day. And if he can sit there and he can play his PS5 all day long for hours on end, he can sit on the phone at a call center, or he can be some sort of receptionist or something. He could sit down and he could do a job for 8 hours a day. But he chooses not to because he's a bum. And that's all there is to it. So something that is a little bit exciting, and it's only exciting because this mother deserves this. Drew has an older son that is, I think, approximately 12 years old. And he has not, according to the mother of that child, he has not seen this child since this boy was 5 years old. And I believe it because there is no documentation of this child anywhere on their social media platforms at all. And that mother has come out. She came out back in October of 2024 and kind of told her side of the story, and then has said a couple things here and there. Well, now because of Stephanie's video of showing the outside of this hotel complex, she was able to actually locate where these bums are staying and was able to contact her child support caseworker and get him served. So Drew has court coming up, I think the first week of April, here in just a few days, to be ordered to pay child support because he owes her a bunch of child support. Which is why we all know this is the real reason why Drew Jenkins does not have a W-2 job, as they call it, which is such a weird term. It's just a job, bro. It's just a job, just a regular job. Yeah. But nonetheless, that is the real reason why he doesn't go get an actual job, is because then child support would be garnished from his check. And he thinks that life works like this, that you could just create children and just not take care of them, not support them, not take care of them the right way, not pay for them, not do anything. And that, I don't know, the government's just going to raise your children for you. They're just going to take care of them for you. I have no idea. But apparently he thinks that's okay because he's been doing it for years, and he has been trying to avoid getting a job so that his checks don't get garnished to pay the mother of his child, who has been on her own raising this child for his entire life. You can tell in their videos after he was served, they look stressed. Stephanie looks so stressed, and I bet she is. I bet she is, because she knows that he is going to get slapped with a child support case, and that he is going to be ordered every month to pay child support, as he should be. As he should be. He is not supporting this child in any way. You can't just create a child and then just dip out and think that you have no responsibilities with this child at all. It doesn't work like that. Stephanie, why are your kids that you created with him and that you brought into the relationship any more special and should get the financial, gain from having two parents in the household if you guys were normal people? Get the love, get the support, but this other child shouldn't. It makes no sense. And it's horrible. It's disgusting. Just a couple other things I wanted to touch on. I'm sure you guys have seen the videos, but it is absolutely insane how they are cooking in this hotel room. Now, I will give Stephanie this. I think she is a good cook. Her food actually does look pretty good, even back when they were in the apartment and everything. I believe that she feeds those kids. I believe that she cooks the food that she shows us, and I believe those kids eat pretty well. And she is pretty good about saving money and cooking at home from the grocery store instead of going and buying fast food all the time. So I will give credit where credit is due, and that is like the only place where credit is due in this whole situation. So there you go. That's thumbs up to her for cooking her children food. But in this hotel, they are doing it in a very unsafe way. Allegedly, they are removing the fire smoke alarms, or in one of the videos, it almost looked like there was a towel hanging from it, like to make it so it couldn't detect the steam and the smoke and stuff from her cooking. You guys, when I saw, they have a hot plate in there that they bought from Target. Okay. At first it started with, boiling water for pasta or cooking some chicken in there or whatever. And that was bad enough because you can clearly see there is stuff all around this hot plate that looks very, very close. I mean, this shit could catch on fire. Like, this is a real fire hazard. But you all, she did it. She set me over the edge when she had a whole ass deep fryer with oil in it, a whole ass deep fryer up in their hotel room, frying up shrimp or chicken or whatever the hell it was. Are you kidding me? You brought your whole ass deep fryer. We're not talking about an air fryer here. We are talking about a traditional deep fryer with oil in it. She is putting not only herself and her kids in that hotel room in a compromised situation here and in a real safety concern, not only just them, but everybody else in this hotel. Now, I understand you're living in a hotel. Eating out would be really expensive, okay, and very unhealthy. And the internet would get at you for that too, if that's what you were doing. But you still have to be safe, and you still have to be respectful of everybody else that is also trying to stay in this hotel. You guys could blow up that entire damn complex because of what you're doing. It just boggles my mind, the amount of the lack of accountability, the lack of responsibility, the lack of adultness, and the lack of care for anybody else outside of them is just mind-boggling, and it seriously irritates me. So one of her last videos, Stephanie blessed us with a Sunday reset in the hotel room, and it was really weird because in the text of this video, it's at one point it said in there that even though y'all know exactly what this place looks like, there are still some angles that we're not willing to show you. what does that mean? And what would possess you to like type that out and put it onto the screen? Why do we need to know that? Why was that necessary? That seems very strange to me. And then another thing, there was this video where you could like see the PS5, of course, in the background, and the 3 TVs that they have in there for everybody to be able to watch their stuff. And on the screen, she put in there that the PS5 is being used for her to watch her show. Yeah. How actually like unintelligent and dumb does she really think we are? Like, we know that PS5 did not get brought along because you wanted to watch your show. It's because Drew is literally addicted to that thing and he has to be on it. And that is what he's doing all day long in this hotel room, not helping you out, not helping the kids, not being a damn man, and manning up and going to get a job so that he has some income to get your family out of this shithole situation you guys are in. What the heck? Stop with these weird lies. Like, it's completely unnecessary, and it just makes you lose more and more credibility every single time you do it. The last thing that we're going to talk about that I'm going to say is what everybody has been saying. Where the heck has this TikTok money been going? I said earlier in the video that, you guys, she is making so much money off of TikTok. Okay, now she has sub-only content. She gives these subs like one video every like 3 days, and it's not even anything like sub-worthy, to be honest with you. Like, these people are getting ripped off. If you are somebody who is subscribed to the Resilient Jenkins on TikTok, you're wasting your money. It's like $6 and some cents per month. And she has allegedly like over 500 paid subscribers. That's a lot of money. So if we give her the benefit of the doubt and we say that it's $6 a month to subscribe, which it's more than that, it's like 6 something, and that she has 500 subscribers, which allegedly she has more than that, that is $3,000 a month. So we know for a fact that she's at least making $3,000 a month off of her subs that are subscribed to her. That doesn't even account for her views. Now, when you go to her page, her views, like most of her videos, get over 1 million views. But I do want to say that most of those views, or a good portion of those views, are probably not from or not generating any actual creator rewards program funds, because to be eligible for the creator rewards program on a video and for that video to earn money per 1,000 views, it has to be viewed by the viewer on the For You page. So if I go to the Resilient Jenkins TikTok page, which is what I do when I look at her stuff because I don't want her to get money from me, she's not getting any money from any of my views. I could scroll all down, up and down her page, watch all of her content. It doesn't matter. It's helping her view count, yes. But it's those views are not going towards actual income for her. The video to gain revenue in the creator rewards program, it has to be over 1 minute long, which hers always are, but you have to view it from the For You page. It has to come up in your feed, and then you have to watch it for at least 5 seconds. And she does have a lot of actual supporters, and so she's getting money from them. And I'm sure some people that make commentary follow her, and so things do pop up on their For You page. And I'm sure that some of her views are generating income, but a lot of her views are probably not, because honestly, they're hate views. They're hate watching views. And these people that are seeking her content are searching her page, going to her page, and none of those views are counting. Either way, though, we can confirm that she's making at least $3,000, if not more. That's a very low estimate just from her subs on TikTok. You guys, this doesn't count for YouTube. I'm not sure if she's monetized on there, but if she is, it doesn't count for that. I'm sure she's monetized on Facebook, and it doesn't count for those views either. She's making a good amount of money, you guys, for very minimal effort, and they're still living in a hotel. Now, I understand supposedly she has an eviction on her record. I'm a property manager, and I don't know, laws are different in different states, but I am sure with an eviction on her record, it is very challenging for them to get an apartment, even if they have the money. But something just doesn't seem right here. Like, I am sure that there is a program that could work with them. We have accepted people in my property management company. We have accepted people before with evictions because that person had the funds at the time and they were working with an agency that was helping them get out of homelessness. And so when that's happening, we excuse the eviction if the circumstances are correct, because they are actively working with an agency. You cannot tell me that there is not one agency in Portland, Oregon that is willing to help a homeless family of 7, with 5 of those people being minor children. That's just not right. That is just not right. There are services out there. I am sure there is. Stephanie is just capitalizing on this. She is literally capitalizing on the fact that her children are eating off of dishes that are being washed in the bathtub after they take a bath in it. She is capitalizing off the fact that they are 7 people living in a hotel room. She doesn't care what this is doing to her kids. She tells you all the time that she cares about her kids and all of their needs are met before everybody else's and whatever. If that was the case, none of this would be happening. She had a lot of time before they actually got evicted to figure something out, and she didn't. She didn't figure anything out. I don't even think she tried. She wasn't even stressed about the eviction until like the day of. Like, who does that? Your whole entire family, all these kids are about to be homeless, and you don't like snap into action and try to do something? Nope. And then she wonders why she receives so much hate and why we can't understand that they're just a happy, loving family that loves to be close-knit and be with each other. Get the heck off this internet. That is crazy. That is crazy. And you don't deserve to be making money off of any of this. What is going to happen when those kids grow up? The internet is forever. Even if you delete these videos, people will still find them. Okay? Your kids will see this stuff 20 years down the road. Their childhood, the most vulnerable time of their childhood, is being plastered all over the internet right now for likes and comments and money. So all of you that come in my comment section on YouTube and TikTok and a bunch of other creators' comment sections who cover the resilient Jenkins and tell us that this is just a family that's trying super hard and has been down on their luck, think again. You probably need to watch some more videos. You need to think a little bit more critically. That's weird. That is weird for you to have that point of view when this family clearly is doing nothing to help their situation. All right. Whew. Enough of that. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to end the video here today. I know that you could have clicked on any other video and spent the last 10 plus minutes with anybody else on this app here, but instead you chose to watch this video and spend time with me. And for that, I am very, very grateful. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one, friends.